Welcome to the Slow Dusk channel. We're going to explore 10 underrated Western movies that absolutely deserve a place in your watch list. These are the hidden gems, the forgotten masterpieces, the films that prove the Western genre is far richer and more diverse than many give it credit for. So strap yourselves in, because we're about to explore some truly exceptional cinema that you might have missed. We kick off our list with a powerful and unsettling film that transcends the typical Western tropes. The Oxbow Incident is less about gunfights and more about the dark side of human nature and mob mentality. Starring Henry Fonda, this film follows two drifters who stumble upon a posse determined to lynch three men accused of murder and cattle rustling. What makes it so underrated is its unflinching look at justice, or the lack thereof, and the dangers of acting without due process. It's a psychological drama wrapped in a Western, a stark reminder that the true wilderness often lies within the human heart. Its themes of prejudice, fear, and the fragility of law and order are as relevant today as they were in the 1940s, making it a timeless and impactful watch that challenges the romanticized view of the Old West. Directed by the master of the B-Western, Bud Boeticker, and starring the stoic Randolph Scott, Ride Lonesome is a lean, mean, and incredibly efficient piece of filmmaking. Scott plays a bounty hunter escorting a killer across a harsh landscape, pursued by outlaws and haunted by his past. What elevates this film beyond its simple premise is its masterful use of widescreen cinematography, its tight script, and its exploration of themes like revenge, redemption, and the moral ambiguities of the frontier. It's a minimalist Western that packs a huge punch, proving that you don't need a massive budget or sprawling epic to tell a compelling story. Boeticker and Scott made a series of these renowned Westerns, and Ride Lonesome is arguably one of their finest, a true gem for fans of character-driven narratives. Gregory Peck and Eva Marie Saint star in this tense, psychological Western that often gets overshadowed by its more action-packed contemporaries. Peck plays a former Army scout who helps a woman and her half-Apache son escape from her Apache husband, a relentless and terrifying warrior who stalks them across the desert. What makes The Stalker Moon so compelling is its focus on suspense and dread rather than overt violence. The Apache antagonist is a force of nature, almost supernatural in his persistence, creating a palpable sense of fear and paranoia. It's a slow-burn thriller that explores themes of survival, protection, and the psychological toll of being hunted, offering a unique and often overlooked take on the Western genre. Directed by the legendary Robert Aldrich and starring Burt Lancaster, Ulzana's Raid is a brutal, unflinching, and deeply cynical Western that pulls no punches. It depicts a small group of cavalry soldiers pursuing a band of Apache warriors led by the ruthless Ulzana. This film is a raw and realistic portrayal of the savagery of frontier warfare, exploring themes of racism, vengeance, and the moral compromises made in the name of survival. It's a challenging watch, often uncomfortable, but its honesty and its refusal to romanticize violence make it incredibly powerful. Ulzana's Raid is a forgotten masterpiece that offers a grim yet essential counterpoint to more heroic Western narratives, and it's a film that stays with you long after the credits roll. Another black and white gem from 1959, Day of the Outlaw, is a stark, atmospheric Western that feels almost like a film noir set in the snow-covered wilderness. Robert Ryan plays a cattle baron whose small, isolated town is taken over by a ruthless gang of outlaws led by Burl Ives. What makes this film so compelling is its claustrophobic tension and its exploration of morality under duress. The snow traps everyone, forcing them to confront their true natures. It's a bleak, existential Western that delves into themes of good versus evil, courage, and the desperate measures people take to survive. Its stark visuals and intense performances make it a truly unique and underrated entry in the genre, a masterclass in building suspense with minimal resources. This is a truly eccentric and often misunderstood Western, but one that has gained a cult following over the years. Directed by Arthur Penn and starring two giants of cinema, Marlon Brando and Jack Nicholson, The Missouri Breaks is a quirky, anti-establishment film that defies easy categorization. Nicholson plays a horse thief, and Brando is a bizarre, cross-dressing regulator hired to hunt him down. The film is a strange blend of dark humor, psychological drama, and sudden, shocking violence. It's a deconstruction of the Western myth, challenging traditional notions of heroism and villainy. While it was divisive upon release, its unique performances and unconventional narrative make it a fascinating and deeply underrated film that rewards repeat viewings. It's a Western that truly marches to the beat of its own drum. While not entirely forgotten, The Shootist is often overshadowed by John Wayne's earlier, more iconic Westerns, but it's arguably one of his finest performances and a poignant farewell to a legendary career. Wayne plays J.B. Brooks, an aging, legendary gunfighter dying of cancer who seeks to live out his final days in peace. Directed by Don Siegel, this film is a beautiful meditation on mortality, legacy, and the end of an era. It's a character study more than an action film, filled with quiet moments of reflection and powerful emotional resonance. The supporting cast, including Lauren Bacall and Ron Howard, is superb. The Shootist is a dignified and deeply moving swan song for both John Wayne and the classic Western hero, a film that deserves to be remembered as a true classic in its own right. Paul Newman delivers a powerful performance in this gritty, morally complex Western directed by Martin Ritt. Newman plays John Russell, a white man raised by Apaches, who finds himself reluctantly protecting a group of prejudiced stagecoach passengers from outlaws. Hombre is a searing indictment of racism and hypocrisy, exploring themes of identity, survival, and the clash of cultures. Newman's portrayal of the stoic, alienated protagonist is captivating, and the film's tense, confined setting creates a palpable sense of desperation. It's a Western that doesn't offer easy answers or clear-cut heroes, instead presenting a nuanced and often uncomfortable look at human nature under pressure. Its sharp dialogue and unflinching realism make it a standout and criminally underrated film. Before the excellent 2007 remake, there was the equally brilliant, if not more so, original 3:10 to Yuma. Directed by Delmer Daves and starring Glenn Ford and Van Heflin, this film is a masterclass in tension and character development. A struggling rancher agrees to escort a dangerous outlaw to a train that will take him to prison, but the journey is fraught with peril and psychological games. What makes this film so compelling is the intense cat-and-mouse dynamic between the two leads and the moral dilemma faced by the rancher. It's a tightly wound thriller that relies on dialogue and character rather than spectacle, building an almost unbearable sense of suspense. It's a lean, intelligent, and deeply engaging Western that showcases the power of a strong script and superb performances, and it absolutely deserves more recognition. Topping our list is a truly poetic and visually stunning Western that was ahead of its time and remains criminally overlooked. Peter Fonda's directorial debut, The Hired Hand. Fonda also stars as a drifter who returns to the wife and farm he abandoned years earlier, seeking to reconcile and settle down. This film is a quiet, introspective, and deeply melancholic Western that prioritizes mood and character over action. It's beautifully shot, with a dreamlike quality and a haunting score. The Hired Hand explores themes of love, regret, freedom, and the yearning for a place to belong. It's a profoundly moving and artistic film that defies many Western conventions, offering a more nuanced and emotionally resonant portrayal of life on the frontier. It's a true hidden gem, a masterpiece of the new Hollywood era that deserves to be discovered and cherished by a wider audience. So there you have it, folks. 10 underrated Western movie classics. These films, each in their own unique way, expand our understanding of what the Western genre can be. They challenge conventions, explore complex characters, and deliver powerful stories that resonate still, all these years later. If you're a fan of Westerns or just great cinema in general, we highly recommend seeking these out. Who knows, you might just find yourself a new favorite. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with our picks, or if there are any other underrated Westerns you think deserve more attention. As always, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next journey into the heart of Western cinema. Until next time, this is Slow Dusk, signing off.